Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In this video, we will see how to make use of a HtmlTextWriter class to produce our custom HTML output via the render content method. We already know about HtmlTextWriter, and in this video we will create one more custom control to learn more about this class. So we will create a custom control called nHighlighter. Here n stands for number. We will highlight the number. Our nHighlighter will highlight the numbers in a sentence. We will mark the number in a line of text with a bold red letter. System.webUI namespace contains a enum called HtmlTextWriterTag, which defines constants for frequently used HTML tags like h1, p, and there are others. So using the HtmlTextWriter tag, we can generate the HTML tags inside the render content method. There is one more enum called HtmlTextWriterStyle. Using that, we can specify the style attribute for the tag, whether it is h1p or whatever tag you create at runtime. For that, you can set style using the enumeration HtmlTextWriterStyle. Methods render begin tag, render end tag are used to open and close the HTML tag. And if you see, this is coming in pair. So when you open a tag using the HTML render begin tag, then you have to close it using the render end tag. Say for example, this is the h1, right? Let's state that you opened the h1 tag using the render begin tag at one stage. After that, you are setting some of the style and other attributes. After that, you have to make a call to render end tag. So here you ultimately open the tag, then you set attributes and other style. After that, you are closing it. So the render begin tag and render end tag should come in pair. Add attribute method placed between the begin and end tag will add the attribute to the currently opened tag. So if this tag is for paragraph, then you can add styles and you can add attribute. After that, you have to close it. Without using these methods, one can directly use the output method of the HtmlTextWriter, right, and write the HTML content like this. Now let's go to the demo and create the nHighlighter custom control. Alright, first we will go to our existing control and hit the delete button. We will remove it. We will use the placeholder. So we will use this placeholder to add our nHighlighter control here. Now let's go ahead and create a new custom control, and we will name it as a nHighlighter. Right click on the solution, choose add new project, and web application, and name it as nHighlighter. So the nHighlighter project is created. and in the Solution Explorer you can see that. Now we will go ahead and create a control or click on the web forms, so it will filter you with minimal template options. Here we are selecting web forms server control, and we will name it as num highlighter, and click on the add button. So now we see the number highlighter project is added, and it is just like what we did previously. Now this time we are going to modify the render content, and we will make use of this HTML text writer. Here we have override render content, right? We will add our code snippet 2 here. Code snippet 1 we will add in the client project later, or we will modify the button click event. Here if you see the text property is there, right? In the text property we are making call to split, and we are splitting the content by means of the space. So here we haven't done much validation, so when we are giving the input we will give exactly one space, and using that we are splitting the text content and we are receiving the weights here. Next we have render weights, and for that render weight we are passing the output as well as weight that is split from the input text. So now what we can do inside the render weights, since we have the weights, we will check the given weight is a number or a string. So if it is a number, then we will highlight that number with the red bold text, and if it is a normal content we will simply output the plain text. So this way when you set the text, the custom control will highlight the number in red color. Alright, now let's write this render weight method. So here is our render weights method, right? That is taking HTML text writer, and we are naming it as output, same as the calling function. Then here we have string weights, right? And we are taking that also. And here we are running a for each loop on the weights, right? And in each weight we are making a test. So this is integer test, and we are making call to int.try parse weight.trim if there is any space. That means here we can give more space also, weight.trim, and in the output we are getting the integer. So if try parse passes, then the given weight is actually a number, and if it fails we will go to else portion and we will use our HTML text writer, which is nothing but a class instance, right? Output HTML text writer, and we are making call to write, and we are simply outputting the weight in a plain text format. But when it is a number, you can see render begin tag HtmlTextWriterTag dot font. So here we are opening a render begin tag, and you can see the pair is closed. Alright, render begin tag, and what we are doing is we are making use of HtmlTextWriterStyle. We are setting the color red. What we are opening here is font tag from HtmlTextWriterTag, right? Then we are setting the style for the font tag. After that we are opening the bold tag here, render begin tag HtmlTextWriter.bold, right? After that we are writing the weight. We know that this time, since it passed the test here, it will be a number, and that number is decorated in a red font bold tag, right? So here we are closing the bold tag because that's what opened, right, nested. So when we are closing the bold tag, and here we are closing the font tag, which is in the top, right? Font nested with bold, and bold is closed here, font is closed here. And you can see we are making use of HTML text writer tag, and which will expose a lot of the HTML helper tags. And here if you see, this is the break tag, right? Likewise, there are a lot of tag h1 to h6 head tag, and if you look at here, table, right, table body td. So there are a lot of helper tags available, and you can make use of it. Then using the text writer style, you can make use of the styles. CSS styles also available for here, border color, border style, and you can use this to decorate the tag. All right, now we will rebuild this solution. So here we will make the modification. For that, first we need to add control to our toolbox. So n highlighter is already added because of a project dependency which we already set. Now let's revisit this once again. Okay, and highlighter is not there, we will add it. So here if you see, the num highlighter is already displayed. My test control is here, and when we rebuild it, it shows the n highlighter, and we can drag and drop an highlighter here, right? And if you go to source, you can see custom control 2, cc1 is my test control, cc2 is num highlighter, and we will copy this id and num highlighter dot text equal to, previously we set text from our previous custom control, right? Now we are setting text for our num highlighter, text box dot text, and we know that when we set text, it will go here, and the set portion of the property is exposed, right? So it will set the text, and we will be having the text property set. When we are rendering the control from the text property, we are splitting the weight, then we are making call to render weight, and in render weight we are iterating through each weight, and when the found weight is a number, we are highlighting it differently. When it is a normal weight, we are highlighting with plain format. Now let's save the content and rebuild the solution once again. Yes, and we will run the solution now. So this time we will say this is a test string tab, and you can see now we will put some number inside. And you can see the number is highlighted this time. This is 12a5 test string, right? So If you see, we modified our custom control to display or to highlight the number entered inside the text. When you are setting the text will be displayed, and at the same time numbers are highlighted in a different color. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.